everybody, it's Bill Cecil again with your tip of the day. Hey, today's tip is to create a community of risk takers on your team. I have a friend named Guy Sandville who's the artistic director at the Purple Rose Theater in Chelsea, Michigan. It's owned by Jeff Daniels, a great actor from Michigan. And Guy Sandville had me come out once to do this team building workshop with his professional actors, and I was really nervous. I was excited. This is one of my first paying gigs. I was working with people outside of education, and I was hoping that everything would go well. And sure enough, I get there and I'm ready to go. But before we get started, he makes me stop and play this game called tape ball with his group of actors. And I'm thinking, but I'm here to teach you, and you're making me kind of now late on my schedule. But of course, he's paying me, so I don't argue. We go ahead and we play this game for like 20 minutes, and we have a blast. And it's a great game. And at the end of the game, he says, "Okay, Bill, it's all yours." And sure enough, by the time I get started, I already feel like I'm part of the group because we were laughing, playing, having fun. And next thing you know, the group's really listening. I'm getting through all my stuff. Everything's going great. So we go to lunch. And at lunchtime, he's telling me all about his theater and this and that. And I finally said to him, "Guy, why did you make me play that game with your group before you had me get started?" He said, "Oh, Bill, this is something I do with my group before every rehearsal, before every practice. Something of the sort, maybe not always tape ball, but something to get my team united, to get them focused on each other. And whenever we have a new person coming in, it's a great way to build trust before we actually start." He said, "If you think about it, that's what I do for a living. I'm a professional director. We have to put on shows very quickly." He said, "My job is to get whoever comes in to work very quickly together." He says, "In my field, in my line of work, my job is I have to go after actors that will make huge choices, take huge risks, and my job is to help shape them down to get them right to the performance piece where I want them." He says, "If actors come in and take small steps because they don't feel safe, they take small choices, small risks," he says, "we'll never get to where we need to by opening night, and they'll close my theater on me. So I got to get actors that will come in and make huge choices. So I have to create an environment where they can do that." He says, "It's very important that I create a safe environment of risk takers where people can come in and feel safe taking risks." Well, obviously it seemed to be working for him. And as we sat there and continued our lunch, I thought about it. That's what I do for a living. If you think about it, that's what we all do for a living. Our job is to create a community, a safe learning environment where kids feel safe to take risks. So they'll raise their hand that year during your year instead of sitting there all year with their hands in their lap or not participating. We want to create an environment where kids will try new things, where kids will work with others. They'll try to grow in new ways that they've never done before. It's our job to create a safe learning environment where kids feel safe to take risks. And if you think about it, if they get involved and start taking those risks, they're not going to be passive aggressive or start to misbehave or worse, tune out and just kind of blend in for the whole year. So think about this year, creating a positive, safe environment that allows your kids to take risks. They feel safe that it's okay to take risks. It will pay off not just with your students, but with you as well, because you'll be able to do more with your kids, more exciting things, and your kids will get involved and they'll learn more. Oh, this is a great tip. Remember, use team building, create a safe environment. All these other tips I've been talking about, they all play into this. But keep in mind, that's what you're after. You're trying to create a positive, safe learning environment so you can create a community of risk takers in your classroom. Give this a shot. It will make a difference. Hey, and remember, best year ever. You have the power to make it happen.